Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Business and Brews Birmingham. I'm Matt Pierce, founder and CEO of Immediate, and your host for Business and Brews. We're at the awesome Roots and Revelry, sitting right here in front of the TJ Tower on a really nice Thursday afternoon. I'm with Patrick Murphy, the chair of the UAB Entrepreneurship Program. Moved here from Chicago 3 years ago and is making waves in this community. Glad to have you here and looking forward to chatting with you.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Absolutely. So let's get started. First off, can you tell us a little bit about your story moving from Chicago and coming down to Birmingham and what you're doing at UAB?
My wife and I lived in downtown Chicago, and we were there for 20 years. I was a professor at DePaul University for 16 of those years, and all I've done for the last 20 years now is work with entrepreneurs. Develop courses, teach, raise money, publish, research. Everything is about entrepreneurship in a university context. And Chicago was a great place to do that. It's a big, tough, intense ecosystem, and we never thought we'd leave. But then UAB is very serious about entrepreneurship, and so UAB had hired a firm to scour the nation and look for ecosystem builders. And I heard from them in early 2018, and I was curious. I was ready to make a move, and when I looked at Birmingham, it didn't take long for me to figure out that you could really make an impact there, because that's an ecosystem that's ripe to explode.
Right.
And we're glad we're here.
Are there things that you saw about Birmingham in general, or was it things you saw at UAB? Was it a mixture of both? What was it that really pushed you over the edge?
A mixture of both. So the university is a huge part of the fabric of the city, and it has a true urban identity, meaning that it's sort of interwoven with how Birmingham operates and what Birmingham is. So that was a huge part of it, and that was where I was going to work as the endowed chair, and I could build the program. So that was a key part of it. But the other key was I saw a lot of people trying things. I mean, how many Birmingham this, Birmingham that, nonprofit here, project there, a lot of attempts, a lot of entrepreneurial attempts to build things and do things. Not all of them work, but some of them do, and that's how entrepreneurship is. And that, when I see something like that, it tells me that there is an entrepreneurial spirit in the culture.
Right.
And that's what you want, because if that goes on, as soon as you get some real big success stories a decade or two down the road, the vibe can change a little bit. And I'm a builder. I like to challenge norms and build things, and I saw people here doing that, and that was my first impression.
I love that you say that you're a builder, because I feel like that's what a lot of entrepreneurs view themselves as. Like I've talked to a lot of guys, and all of them will say, at my core, I just like to build things, you know? And you see it when you see serial entrepreneurs, you know, men and women who have started companies and had a successful exit, made enough money to just go sit on a beach for the rest of their life, and they go, I don't want to go sit on a beach. I want to go build something else. And you enjoy, I was literally just talking to somebody about this today, you enjoy seeing something come out of nothing. Right. And then seeing it grow and blossom. And I'm sure that you're seeing that in what you've done at UAB so far.
Yeah, and it's partially a mindset. You have to learn the discipline of staying hungry and always being a little bit unsatisfied or dissatisfied with what's going on to keep you motivated and focused. That's an important part of what we teach. It's not a bad thing to have that gnawing sort of driving feeling behind you. And for me, I want to build the best entrepreneurship program in the country. We have the resources, we have the ecosystem, all the trajectories and trends look really, really good. We have the right foundations in place. The students here could compete with students anywhere. I've taught entrepreneurship students and entrepreneurs all over the world, and I spent a lot of time with these students at UAB, and they're amazing. Some of them are already doing some amazing things, but that excites me.
I love what you and UAB do for this city. We work out of Innovation Depot. We've been there for 2 years, and UAB pours into that, and the leadership over there is awesome at the depot, and we've really enjoyed it. When you think about other things that are coming down the pike over the next couple years, between UAB, the entrepreneurship program, and then things you just see in this community in general, are there things that kind of pop to the top of the list that you go, man, that is something that really excites me?
Yeah, what excites me is that we're going to show the ecosystem and show the whole region the real true power of an entrepreneurship program. We have students starting to come out now that have received the right entrepreneurial lessons, the right way to transform their mindset about uncertainty and risk and standing up for a purpose and changing the game and doing all of these things. The talent is there, but we're putting the education there as well. I think people will start to look at what UAB and what the entrepreneurship program can do in a new way. And that's when we're really going to start making impact. So give it, 3 to 5 years. I think it's really going to start coming. And yeah, there's no question. I'm optimistic, and that's what excites me. When I think about what's coming down the pike, as an academic who publishes and writes and teaches and devotes my whole life to that sort of work, that's what I'm excited about showing, not only Birmingham, but the whole country,
Right.
what we can do.
Thanks everybody for joining us for another episode of Business and Brews Birmingham. Thanks to Roots and Revelry. What are you having?
It's a great Cabernet I found on the menu.
I'm actually doing a mint julep, which is pretty awesome. You want to do us an outro in Chinese?
好，大家好，我是 Murphy 教授，我真的很开心认识你们，下次再见。
That's it.